Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the PwC versus War and Glory recap for the CWL Week 3. Um, it was a insane war, and I'll get into why. So, throughout the, first 20 hours of war, it was just back and forth, super close. We were always basically having the same stars with the same attacks, and it just go back and forth sometimes between the attacks and the stars. But as we all know, that's just like basically Town Hall 9, 3 stars, and just like the scouts and the early starting or early stages of 10v10 attempts. So it's not very relevant. The relevance comes like I don't know, first or the last 3 hours or so. But I won't go that deep into it. But I will just say, I don't know, it was really close. I think we had 2 10v10s, they had 4, and then I thought we were going to lose at this point because I just didn't think we were going to pull off 3 more time 10s to catch up. Because we kept throwing our attacks. Here, I'll show you. One of the bases we threw, come on. This base we threw 10 attacks at it. There were other ones like this one, we threw 4, and we threw 5 at this, and we just kept failing and failing. It just didn't seem to go our way. And I just felt like that momentum was going to keep going, and we were going to lose. And then to top it off, Joe, he failed a dip, and I was like, well, there's no way we can recover from that, because War and Glory wasn't going to fail a dip, and they didn't. Their only fail was an 11v11 attempt at the end of excuse me, at the end of war. So yeah, I was very pessimistic about the war, and let's see, right, where was it? Oh yeah, and they 2-starred Joe, and Joe's base was MVP. It defended seven times, and it prevented them from getting their 6th or their 5th 10v10, which would have probably put them in the lead, or would have won them the war basically, because they had like a 90-something% or like a 98% on one of our bases that they attacked quite a few times, and it was an easy cleanup. It just required a few things different. So yeah, they finally 2-starred Joe's base with 20 minutes left. And then, as you can see right here, the Dom, he 3-starred number 16. And we were like, okay, we're getting back into it. We have 3 10v10s at this point. And then, Stitch, or Sandbox Hero, 3-starred Stitch. Or I think that was the 5th 10v10 right there. And so, since we failed a dip, it was basically even at this point. And we needed an extra star because they had percent on us. So Jim Schwag, aka Knight, aka God, he went for 11v11 3-star, and he got it there. And chat was wild. I don't mean the person chat, I mean the chat log was wild. Hundreds of messages. It was awesome. And then, whoops, I didn't mean to click that. And then they dipped on this base. This is the last minute of wars. They're all going in at the same time. Sandbox Hero, he attacked number 6, and it was an awesome queen charge, but the flight, he was just really slow with starting the flight. And people are saying that was a modded attack, but I mean, if it was modded, and if you know what the attack looks like what happened, if it was modded, you would know that it would have been practiced a little more, because like the queen charge just seems so sloppy when it came to like inside the core area, and they started the Laloon super late, so I feel like saying that was modded is sort of weird and dumb, but whatever. And then they 3-starred Murksum, Vincent did, and then Jethro went for the 11v11 3-star, and they failed, and yeah, we won the war. Awesome war. So we're gonna go into this replay, which is Jim Schwag going on Vincent. Awesome attack. You're gonna see why. So he's gonna drop a wizard right here. It's gonna funnel that wizard camp barely. The 2 mortars destroyed the wizard right there. And he's gonna drop his king and queen. They're gonna head to the right side and take out a couple defenses. They're going to take out the mortar, this archer tower, this wizard tower, and the queen, which is pretty. It's good value for just using the suicide heroes. Well, it's actually really good. And the CC was a Hound Loon, so he didn't really need to worry about the CC at all. He didn't bring a poison. He didn't do anything about it. He just let it sit there. And so now he's starting the Laloon part of the attack, and he's going to drop a bunch of balloons on this side because they're all going to path over here. And then a few balloons sprinkle in, or like 2 to 3 balloons per defense all over here. Now he's going to drop the Warden, and he's going to drop a Rage, and he's going to hit the ability right now. And he's going to drop the second Rage, and they're all just going to go straight into the center. The pathing for this base was perfect for loons, or it was bad just on defense. Then this remaining air defense right here is going to have balloons hasted towards it because there was no Hound to go over there. Then he's going to... I'm way behind now, but he dropped the freeze, and he got so much value with that freeze. It's probably like Tesla, Wizard Tower, Inferno Tower, and an air defense, I think it was. Or no Tesla. But yeah, he got crazy value with that. And then the balloons just take out the remaining defenses. I'm having trouble breathing right now. I don't know why. I'm very physically fit, but commentating is making me very tired. So I need to take a deep breath. Like I used to do cross country and run all the time, and I got a good breath right there. That was really weird. I couldn't breathe right there. And he even swagged a minion, or a Hound and 2 minions. So yeah, it was a super awesome attack by Jim Schwag. And then we have Joe. Oh no, why am I showing this? This is a dip. We have Alvin. And this is just basically like a quad or penta Laloon or quad Laloon. I don't know why I said penta. Laloon's 4 Hounds. But yeah. I'm gonna speed this up because this part takes a while. Basically, his king is just gonna set a funnel for the queen, and the funnel actually fails. I think he wanted his queen to head to this air defense and take out these defenses, but that doesn't happen. But instead, she walks and takes out just trash buildings and basically irrelevant buildings. But he drops a bunch of balloons, hastes them all in, and then drops a freeze and rage right over the Inferno Tower. And he also drops the skeleton spells, and that's gonna since everything is frozen, it allows for the skeleton spells to really get in there and take out the queen quickly without getting killed by everything, like they usually do. They usually get targeted by a whole bunch of stuff, and then sometimes they don't. Sometimes the queen doesn't go down. As you can see, she went down quickly. And then now he's starting the Laloon, dropping some balloons on this side, the right side, and he dropped the freeze. I think the freeze was a tad bit early just because the Inferno Tower wasn't targeting much. Like, yeah. And then he drops some balloons on this Wizard Tower, and the splash damage does a lot, and takes out some of the balloons with the combination of the Inferno Tower, and those balloons go down, but it's just enough to take it out. And now all those remaining balloons are swarming the last Inferno Tower. And he has a balloon for cleanup right there. All those skeleton spells still alive. And pups. I just got a cat last week, and I don't know where it went. It's usually in my room, but I don't see it. Whatever. Okay. Then we have Sandbox Hero. Actually, wait. I'm gonna pause the attack. I'll be back in a second. Oh, I found the cat. It's gnawing on my headphone. Stop. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay. This is the Sandbox Hero attack, and now the cat is just under my chair scratching stuff. It's a little kitten, so it it needs to scratch and do all that good stuff that kittens do. This attack, another really awesome attack with an insane queen charge. It took us like 5 times to do this, so this wasn't a first time thing. And like small details were changed, very small. You're gonna see this. So yeah, the king made the funnel, and you're gonna see in a bit. These wizards come into do huge stuff. You'll see why. The queen is going to head up, and the Inferno Tower, she took out the Inferno Tower without needing to do anything because there's barely any point defense out there, and the king was remaining all of the point defense too. And the rage is going to go down, and his queen is going to take out the enemy queen, target onto the hound, and that loon is going to go down before it can even drop off a bomb. He's going to drop a minion, and it's just speeded up because this charge takes forever, and that's just like 2 less seconds, 3-4 seconds less that she has to spend taking out those minions. He was super late on dropping that rage, and he needed to pop the ability, and it even, I don't know if you saw, and I can't rewind, I wish that was a feature, but this air defense, those 2 wizards took out the air defense, and it barely worked because he had to pop the ability, and so the cannon locked onto the wizards instead. But yeah, it was awesome and smart move doing that because this cannon was out of range and nothing else would be targeting them. And yeah, the queen is going to move inside the base, going to take out that sweeper and expo, and then she's going to jump into this and have access to basically everything. You'll see in a bit. But now he starts the loon part. Dropping those minions early, super smart, because the problems with all the previous attacks were time. And he's going to drop the haste spell. In my opinion, he could have been a little faster with the haste because they took a lot of splash damage from the Inferno Tower and Wizard Tower right there. But still works out fine. And he's going to haste these balloons into that bottom air defense because there's no hound to tank for them. And the queen survives. Like I said, she would take out all that stuff around here. Big plays by the queen. Now all those balloons are just going to finish off on that cannon and start doing cleanup, and they're going to target that king. And it's super annoying when balloons do that, when they start hitting the queen or the king, because the king like takes a few steps, the balloons drop their bombs where he was standing, and then that cycle just continues for like 10 seconds usually. But he got lucky and took it out quick. So yeah, nice job by him. Now we have Psycho Kid 5.0. This attack, another very cool attack. I've said all of the attacks are so cool. So I feel like when I say that, it doesn't really mean anything at this point. It's lost all value. But yeah, that wizard is going to take out that, whatever that was. And the king is going to go walk around the base. And I'm having trouble breathing again. I hate this so much. I don't know why this is happening. The king is going to, go over there, take out the enemy king, and then take out that Tesla. So then the queen is going to step inside the base, take out these 2 air defenses and the queen. Huge value again, 2 air defenses, the queen, and a few defenses, just for suicide heroes. And a few wall breakers and a wizard. Now he's going to start the loon at this portion of the base, and he's going to drop the hound to tank and pick up any traps, which he does. He picks up a bunch of traps. And then, so, I don't know if you saw that. I should have paused it earlier. But he dropped these bowlers right here, and I don't know if his intentions were to do this, but they skipped the rocks onto the Inferno Tower. The balloons would have targeted the Inferno Tower either way, so I don't know if it was worth it. I think it was like 2 or 3 bowlers, so I don't know if it was worth the troop space either. But they do clean some stuff up, so I guess it's semi-valuable. But yeah, the balloons get on that, and now he's dropping these balloons on the outside, and then he's targeting this Inferno Tower side. Instead of doing the rage, he drops the free spell. I don't know why he did that instead, but it works out. And he drops a heal spell over that area with the exposed sweepers and archer towers, because they just came out of a spot with a lot of splash, and he knew the sweepers would cause problems in this area too. So that's why he saved the heal from over here instead of dropping it over here, because they were all going to live on this side, and it was more valuable to drop heal over there. All the balloons, none of them path over here, but so they're going to have to circle back, but it still works out. The last air defense is up, but it's not much of a threat because there's so many balloons left, and they only target one at a time, of course, as we all know. And the Tesla is right there, but it won't do much. He's dropping his cleanup stuff, and he's going to haste that remaining pack of loons into that final archer tower and bomb tower. And that's attack. Now we have the Dom, and this is my plan, so I take credit for this one. I got a 91%. I just got BS'd by the skeleton, or the queen basically jumped behind a wall, and then my skeleton's gonna take her out. Had the queen died, I would have 3-star. So you're gonna see here the Valkyries and stuff. They're all gonna run this way, and he has these 2 archers to take out this collector, and only 2 archers because he knew he had enough time. Like, why waste extra 2 spell space using a wizard to drop it right there when all you need is 2 archers? So, being efficient with his troop space, the Valkyries are all gonna target Town Hall and this Tesla, and the Queen is gonna start heading inside, and she's gonna take out this air defense and this cannon. So he hits King ability right about now, and they're all gonna run at these 2 defenses and take out the Inferno Tower, which is the main goal of that little kill squad. And then the queen is going to target the enemy king, and it's going to put him at little low health, a bit of a low health. Does that make sense? I don't know. Now he's going to start the Laloon, drop a bunch of balloons on that Tesla, just because he needs to go heavy at the start, because they're all going to like wrap around and come into the core. The sweeper, it pushes the balloons, so not all of them run inside the range of the queen, and then it also makes the queen jump into this compartment, and this is where I went wrong. I dropped my skeleton spells over here, and the queen jumped over here. So all of them target the enemy queen, and now all the balloons, instead of going this way, Tesla's going to pop, and it's going to draw the balloons this way. So that's not the best possible pathing. That I'm not saying it's like he just had bad pathing. I'm saying it would be better if it went this way, but doing that is extremely hard because he had to take out these defenses. But yeah, 2 balloons do go to this Earth Sweeper, and it's actually really important because it goes down and it doesn't push any of these balloons. And then he freezes that Inferno Tower, drops the haste spell, drops the heal spell, and drops another haste spell. There's a lot of DPS coming in at these balloons right here, so the haste spell came in MVP. And the heal spell came in MVP too. Both of them did. Because the heal spell kept them up and the haste spell allowed them to get through all the defenses quickly. And then he drops the archer to draw the Hound and Loon away from the pups. But it's still going to happen. Surprise, surprise. The balloons take out the last defense, they start going on cleanup. And all these pups are targeting this Hound, and it's going to pop, but all of them take out the enemy pups, so it's not a problem. Okay, so now you have Psycho Kid 5.0's second 3-star. You got a 6-pack. It's going to be a queen charge, high value queen charge. It's going to go into here. And as you can see, the Inferno Tower doesn't really stretch all the way into it, so the queen can skirt around for the most part. And you're going to see that happen. So he drops a baby dragon right here. I don't think that was necessary. He could have used, I think a wizard could reach across that wall and just empty space, but I'm not sure. So don't completely trust me on that. And the king and 2 wizards are going to create the funnel for the queen and take out that high HP town hall. And the CC is going to get pulled. And she's just out of range of the Inferno Tower, so he got very lucky with that. Had she been inside the range, she would have died very fast. And she's going to step inside the range of Inferno, then she's going to jump out, and then she's going to jump back in right about now. And so he hits the ability, and that gives him just enough time to take out all those defenses and then run outside of the range to continue the charge. The Inferno Tower does target the enemy healers, and the Air Skellies do too, so 1 healer is going to die, or a couple healers, I'm not sure. But he's fine, because once he takes out this Expo, DPS is going to be pretty low with the Rage on. And he's going to start the Laloon at the bottom, drops 2 Rages, and then drops the Skeleton spells over the Queen, she's going to stay inside that compartment, and yeah, she's going to die. the two inferno towers go down, and the last defense is the Tesla right here. And I guess the queen didn't die, actually. Forgot about that. But it'll turn. I can't click. My screen isn't working. What the? Oops. Oh, it's because it's crashing. Well, we can watch the attack from this part. You just see a little white. Yeah. Cleanup is happening. Behind this white box. Let's see if I. Oh yeah, I can't move it. Yeah. The Hound is going to get in front of the Loons because it has a faster travel time. Or faster travel speed. So the Queen's going to target the Hound. And it's going to pop. And then the pups are going to come in clutch and take out the altar. And then just put a little more damage in. Because I know when he did this attack, he had barely any time. So yeah. I'm going to end it off right here because that was our last 10v10 3-star. It was a very fun war. Probably one of the best CWL wars we're going to have this season until we start getting in the playoffs and stuff and competing with top clans. Well, I mean, that's assuming we do get in the playoffs. And you can see Wade Watch right here. He's probably, in the span of this video, he's gone into like 4 different games. I don't know what he's doing. But, yeah. And also, if you're still listening to me at this point, I'm pretty sure you're a huge fan of mine. And I think it would be good to let you know that I plan to start uploading a lot more instead of just recaps and my Th11 attacks. I start planning to upload like once every day or once every other day. Like, I will probably do Monday will be a CWL recap for PwC, and since PwC doesn't do weekday wars, I'll probably do I'll probably join another clan like during the weekdays and just war there and do recaps there. And then okay, I just got cut off by something. So yeah, as I was saying, I'll probably join other clans to do recaps there, and then I also I'm gonna start doing live attacks like with myself, like my Th11 attacks, and then I want to do like something along the lines of Ninja Live because usually on Sundays I spend the entire time just watching the end of the war, and I feel like that's an awesome time to do Ninja Lives. But I don't know, I need a new name for that, so I don't know what to call it. And then, oh yeah, I'm also gonna start a new series called Series or Player Spotlight, and basically I'm gonna like me and 2 other people. I'm gonna record all their attacks they've done for that week, and then we're just gonna do a video talking about those attacks they did. I mean, that's not gonna be the main focus. The main focus is gonna be about them, and we're gonna talk about like their clan history or like their clash history in general, or anything else they want to talk about. Like real life, they can talk about whatever they want. They can talk about the drama that they saw at work or at college or current events, anything they can talk about. And then yeah, I feel like that's just gonna be like a fun series. It's not gonna be very related to Clash of Clans. Like if they want to talk about one of their attacks, they can talk about it. Like if they liked it in particular. I'm just gonna have their attacks run in the background. But yeah, big stuff coming to the channel. I don't know what motivated me to upload more, but yeah. I think you guys are getting bored of staring at this white screen. So I'm gonna end it off now. Bye.